Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome back to this channel. My returning subscribers, I really appreciate for the kind of the support that you are giving unto this channel. So, guys, you are about to enjoy one of the greatest and historical 100-meter hurdles, and just don't want to say much about this. I want you to be the judge. Let me know what you think on the comment section about this race. Then at the end of the video, I will come back with a deep commentary and analysis, diving into how this race was won. So guys, let's watch this.
69 her best set this year. There is Ditaji Kambundji. She broke Susan Kalor's European record to win the European Indoor Championships and then picked up a silver just behind Devon Charlton at the World Indoor Championships. Significant season's best in Monaco the other day to come second behind Grace Stark. She's down to 12.66 so far in 2025. Charisma Taylor at the Bahamas goes in sixth. Glasgow World Indoor Championships, she came sixth in the long jump and at the 60-metre hurdles. And she's pretty close to her outdoor personal best in Canada the other day. Renee Jones of the United States is a late addition. She takes lane 7, third at NCA's last year. Best race so far in 2025. Probably her second in Big Bosch on the Continental Tour Gold. Annalise Torian of the USA takes lane 8. She's fourth in the NCA's, recently representing Auburn University. Busy NCA season, lots of races. Torian here to have another go against the pros. There is Majinga Kambundji with a double win for the sisters here last year in Lucerne. Kambundji, I'm sure her heart rate is pretty high watching her younger sister Ditaji Kambundji settle into the blocks here in the women's 100-metre hurdles. B race was won by Rita Herska, 12.93. So that's the time target for these women. And they're away here to the race of the first hurdle, perhaps won by Hill of Jamaica. Hill, the youngster from Jamaica, trying to go with Ditaji Kambundji, but Kambundji at the moment just starting to control the race. They're good, perhaps 7 and 8 hurdles for Kambundji, but then she came under pressure from Carrica Hill. That was really exciting from the Jamaican youngster. But Ditaji Kambundji, similar to Jason Joseph there, just dug in over the last couple of barriers and held on to the win. Personal best for Hill, a significant personal best. She's gone from 12.69 to 12.54. If that time stands there. And Ditaji Kambundji 12.49 solidifies that season's best, or actually betters her season's best. It was 12.66 the other day in Monaco. That's a brilliant time there. Hill was really strong for the second half of the race there. Just over that final hurdle really, that Kambundji reopened the gap ahead of Hill. Smiles all round for Heat A of the women's hurdles. Eight 8,000 spectators here in Lucerne. Probably one of the highest numbers you see in a Continental Tour Silver, but there is the result of the women's 100-metre hurdles. Ditaji Kambundji 12.49, Carrica Hill 12.54 for a new lifetime best, and a good third for Renee Jones at the United States 12.86. Got a pole vault going on here as well. Common feature here of the meeting in Lucerne. Oh, Angelica Moser, one of the local stars here. Actually yet to enter the competition so far, Angelica Moser. I think Majinga Kambundji will be absolutely delighted with that win for Ditaji Kambundji. And perhaps she can relax now and enjoy watching the rest of the competition, maybe take an interest in the 100-metre races that are coming up next. We've got 2 men's 100s, 2 women's 100s. We have a women's 4 hurdles, a men's 400, 2 women's 800s, the men's 15, and then a 200 for the men and women as well, all over the next couple of hours. Smiles and waves from Ditaji Kambundji. So great afternoon so far for the Swiss, with a win from Jason Josephs and from Ditaji Kambundji. Just to get interviewed by her sister. So,
Hello guys, welcome back once again to this channel and also to the commentary. So guys, as I've said, this is one of the greatest and inspiring and thrilling to watch 100-meter hurdles, and it was a good season for the sisters, that is Ditaji Kambundji and Mujinga Kambundji. And here we are seeing this is a race that happened in 2024, and this was at the rise of Ditaji Kambundji, as one of the world's leading women's 100-meter hurdlers. And so guys, let's get into the analysis of how this was won. So the tension was inside the stadium was unmistakable, and 10 hurdlers and one straight three nation with proud sprint hurdle legacies ready to clash, and that included Jamaica's Carrica Hill, who stood confident, who has always been explosive, and the USA Jones also looked calm. She was a seasoned and prepared uh, hurdler for this battle. And then there is Ditaji Kambundji of Switzerland, focused, quiet, and almost unreadable. And so, guys, when the gun fired, the race changed instantly. Kambundji did not ease into the run. She attacked it. Her start was sharp and aggressive, snapping into the rhythm immediately. And three powerful stride guys to the first hurdle were clean clearance and no hesitation. And while Carrica Hill came out fast and Jones tried to settle into her usual control cadence, Kambundji was already setting a pace that demanded perfection from everyone else. And guys, by the second and third hurdles, something became clear, and this wasn't going to be a battle. Because Kambundji's handling technique was flawless. Her lead leg sliced through the air, her tail leg stayed tight and fast, and her hips never dropped. And each hurdle looked easier than the last. And Hill's raw speed kept her close early, but her aggressiveness began to cost her precision. Jones, on the other hand, remained technically sound, but she was running reactively and not offensively. At hurdle 4 and 5, the race tilted decisively. Kambundji started to separate, and not by brute force, but by efficiency. And where others fought the hurdles, she floated over them. And her stride pattern stayed consistent, her posture tall, her arms relaxed, and this was not a sprinter surviving hurdles, and it was a hurdler commanding the race. And midway through, Hill began to press, a slight loss of balance, a fraction of hesitation, and suddenly the gap widened, and Jones leaned forward, searching for another gear, but the rhythm just wasn't there. And so Kambundji looked untouched by any pressure, and every clearance was clean, every step purposeful. Then came the final phase, where the championships are decided. At hurdle 8, Hill clipped slightly. The mistake was small, but at this level, small is fatal. Jones tried to surge late, relying on strength and experience, but Kambundji had already broken their spirit. She cleared hurdle 9 with authority and attacked hurdle 10 without fear and exploded toward the finish line, and the clock stopped at 12:49 seconds, a crushing time, a commanding margin, and a performance that left no room for debate. And this wasn't just a race where others failed. This was a race where Ditaji Kambundji rose above everyone else, and Jamaica and USA were just in awe. That